when Derek last saw his party, he was on the way to a beach with a woman who may or may not have one eye. That was my dramatic coffee sip. Did you guys like that?
I loved it.
Good. Okay. I thought... I'm still not quite over my cough. I'm going to end up just dying in the middle of... Okay. So I need to get from that point to where I am now and find a way to solve this dilemma I'm in. In order to do that, I must be able to accurately guess what my party is doing. And so I would like to think that they would come to the beach to try and find me. They knew that Elxaris and I went to the beach. And unfortunately, because Elxaris would not stop coming on to me, I was very distracted when I was... What's that look? I see skepticism. I was very distracted when some thugs came from behind and attacked us, and actually that's about all I saw. There was some weird tattoo stuff, and I had my head covered, and I was carried away by some half-orcs. But unfortunately, I have two problems now. One problem is I'm separated from my party, and the other problem is that I am separated from Elxaris, and I don't know how to find either. So from the beach, I was bound, not erotically, and I was kept in a room of a crumbling building with some sort of weird bird monster next door that was terrifying, not to Derek Bardson, but to Stephen. I was very afraid of it. It's very scary looking. However, one thing that I know about myself is that I am invincible, and I was able, with a bit of cleverness and trickery, to escape on a steed. And now I must go where I will find my party, who would have definitely gone to the beach looking for Derek. I don't know if they would have looked for Elxaris, but they would have come looking for me. And here's what I know to be true. These things I know to be true. Linux in particular, very curious, and I think that he could tell that Elxaris had feelings for me. And he likes to watch, we have learned. And he would have been certainly creeping around looking for us. So I would trust that Linux would not stop until he saw some sort of inappropriate scene somewhere. Unless he is distracted by the one thing that can drive Linux away even from watching other people have sex. That's bacon. Linux just walks around with giant bags of bacon, and at any given moment he'll just ask people to heat it up. He'll be like, hey, I have bacon, would you heat it up for me? And they would probably ask, would you share it with me? And he'd be like, oh, like maybe one piece. And the problem is, and this is what bothers me the most, I feel like unless Iliana understands what is really at stake, and unless she understands that, as she said, Jefferson could actually turn invisible, that the party will not be watchful enough without Derek there, and will simply be distracted by bacon and stay in the town. However, there is one other member that's important to note, and he has very nice facial hair, and that is our bard, Locke. I feel like Locke would not let this go. Locke is a very caring bard, and he is also inquisitive, but he cares about the mission more than me, and so they would go to the next logical place where I thought I would meet them after my conversation at the beach, and that is at the assembly hall. And knowing my group's obsessions, this is what would happen. If they could not get in the front, they would look to get in the back door. My party obsessed with the back door. And perhaps Peppino would just bang and bang away at the front, and Iliana would say, "No, you must take the back door," and would even use like mind magic to convince him to do this. If she possessed such thing, I don't know. And I trust in their ability to get in, except Linux, for a detective, simply cannot succeed at any skill. Be it a mudslide, a hill to climb, a door to unlock. Could Linux get a door unlocked? I think that's the question, because if he can't get through any doors, where would they be now? So I would have to trust that they were able to get into the building, but what would they find? Well, I know what they would find. Iliana knew what they would find. Barnacle people, obviously. So they fought the Barnacle people. Probably Jefferson was there too. And I'm sure that there would have been a big revelation about how Jefferson actually wasn't just a bystander who didn't help us, but actively directed the Barnacle people on how to fight. I believe that Peppino knows this and would just have to say so. So we know now that Jefferson was in charge of the whole thing. And if they could find, if anyone was left there in that building, especially if it happened to be someone from the ship, they would confirm that, sure, we could solve the mystery and know that it was Jefferson, but mostly confirm that I'm right, is the most important thing. And so I have retitled this adventure, Derik Was Right. And so I could go back to town to try to meet them, but that town really sucked. And I doubt that Elxaris would be going back there. So my plan is to move on to our next destination of Jerasa and either find Elxaris or hope the party makes it, or just live a quiet life in the shade and retire. That is my story. And it was way too long. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize. Yay! That is
awesome.
Quite impressive, especially given that you were not here last week. To know what was happening.
Listen, it's all just guesswork.
Sure, yeah. This is all the things that were going through Derek's mind as he sat there, found dead,
Awesome.
without water. Okay.
Oh yeah, they did take my water. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I'll try and remedy that at some point. Okay.
Okay. All right. So as Derek is on the road, heading in a direction, hopefully towards or to meet up with his friends,
Hopefully.
we will actually. Oh, we will actually go back to our foursome that are still upstairs in the assembly building.
Sorry.
We're busy. Come back to us.
Push it together. All right. So I believe our crew was looking around, and I owe you a list of the things that you found in Ben's room. Okay. So outside of some personal belongings, such as like some clothes, a few, I think we had said that there were a few weapons, like a spare like rapier, a couple of daggers, some crossbow bolts, but no crossbow. Within her personal chest, you did also find a book about a kobold adventurer, and you found 14 platinum, 30 gold, 7 silver, and 27 copper. And she had them each separated into their own bags, and then all of those smaller little satchels were in one larger satchel. So.
I'm sorry, I was totally slow in pulling my currency up. I was like, would you run through it once more? Sorry.
I will certainly do that for you. Okay, it was 14 platinum, 30 gold, 7 silver, and 27 copper.
27. Awesome.
Robbing this poor woman blind. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then in the desk you found and then you got the book, right? Or were you taking the book or were you leaving the book?
Was this the book with the extended? I can't remember what the book was.
This book is it's a book about a kobold adventure. This is her personal items that you guys
no, I'm not going to take her book. No.
Okay. All right. So you're going to leave.
Yeah.
Take her money, leave her book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Great. So in the desk drawer, there was an hourglass, the commander's seal of the assembly. So it looks like the assembly seal that you guys saw on your manifest, but it looks like it was slightly altered to show that she had a rank within the assembly. Okay. And then, of course, there's like wax to go with it. There is a ledger that has all of the residents of Jerasa on it. And just kind of flipping through it, you can tell that it has all of their relations to each other, what their occupations are, and what their current debt is to the assembly.
Shit.
Yeah. You did find the manifests of the supplies, both supplies that have departed from Vedras, and those that have arrived to Vedras, or you are expecting, or she was expecting to arrive at some point.
Okay.
You found some extended maps of the Obsidian Isles. So, like I had said, it's the same sort of map that had that you saw in the assembly building that you made a copy of, but it looks like it's more detailed. There are some notes about just different interesting points on there, and it looks like it's just a little bit more extensive on the shoreline. So it's information that they had not yet shared with the mercenaries. Okay. And then there were several letters between Fen and various members of the Elias Assembly. Some examples of these letters, just because there are so many of them, like there's a really pretty big stack of them. Looks like probably a couple of I'd say probably about 6 months worth of letters. But just on the top couple, you notice that there were letters detailing that there were new mercenaries being sent to Vedras. And there's a letter that's been detailing some of the losses of the mercenary groups in different parts of the Isles. Who promised to send some help. So you probably have to sit with them for a while and like read them and get a better idea of like the information if you wanted to do that.
If it's all right, I might just scan for any letters that are back and forth from any of the head honchos that we met when we first arrived.
So you're scanning through. Just make an investigation check for me just to see if in this pile you can find
Gotcha.
something right away.
I don't know if investigation's my good one. It is. 18 in total.
18 in total? Okay. So yeah, I would say that you found a couple of them. Well, let me get to my notes. So specifically, you found some from the Flynns. Most of the stuff for the Flynns are about the supplies that are moving to and from different parts of the island. It sounds like they were talking about a few of the other villages that have been set up along the coasts.
Okay.
But then you did find one letter that was dated about 6 months before your group arrived in Jerasa. That is saying that they're sending mercenaries to Vedras that week. So it's, yeah. And then that third letter that's detailing the losses of the mercenary groups in different parts of the Isle. And you're looking at the that particular letter, and it's referencing areas that are not on the original map that you have, but it's referencing areas that were on that extra detailed map.
Okay. Are there any areas nearby that are detailed on that map that weren't on the original? Anything within like an hour's walk or a couple hours walk?
Not within an hour's walk, but you do notice that there are offshoots of the path that you took between Jerasa and Vedras that were not on your map at all. There were no offshoots on your map, but there were offshoots noted on that. And then Yeah, I'd say everything. That's probably the closest within that area. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I think if nothing else, and I can't remember if anyone did this, I would probably want to. Gosh, I turned to Peppino. No, he can't do that. I don't think. I think he said that was the last thing he could do. I just want to see if I sense anything magical in the room.
Oh, I mean, I can look, but I don't have any magic left.
Maybe if we just sort of put our senses together, Peppino.
Oh, actually, Peppino, I'm so sorry. He might be able to. Hold, please.
Please hold while we calculate.
Please hold. Sorry, that is my corporate Victoria. Hold, please.
You're fine.
D&D.
I've got a...
So while I'm looking this up, Iliana and Locke, are you guys doing anything in particular?
Iliana's outside. She didn't go upstairs.
She did not go upstairs. Okay.
Nope.
Is she doing anything in particular outside?
No, she's just waiting for the rest, just kind of, probably keeping watch just in case, but just kind of staying by the back door.
Just being aloof and cool, mostly.
Yeah. Leaning against the wall, arms crossed.
Mm-hmm. Do you smoke? Does she smoke? Because I think she probably should.
No, she doesn't smoke.
Oh, bummer. I mean, normally I wouldn't be a fan. I just think that Iliana would look cool. That's all.
Yeah. Who knows?
What about you, Locke? Were you doing anything in particular?
I was just going to mention that I do believe last week Peppino did cast detect magic as a ritual.
Yes, I was double checking that he had it on his list. So.
I think we found what we need in this room, but Locke is actually curious about this book.
Okay.
That Lennox sort of just chucked aside. I want to first of all flip through it real quick, see if there's any notes or anything falls out of it, and then I want to kind of peruse it a little bit.
Okay. So you flip it open. Nothing. Nothing like opens up. Like nothing falls out of it or anything. Sorry, I'm pulling up my note about it though. But it, you kind of just start perusing through it, and it looks like it's about one particular kobold adventurer that's not from the Isles, not from Vossarel. You're kind of just flipping through, and each chapter is sort of a different harrowing journey that this particular individual went on. But it'd probably take reading it to get an idea of like where he is or what happened.
I'm going to take it.
Okay, go ahead and put down one book about a kobold. What did I write? What was the name of it? Oh, just a book about a kobold adventure.
Book about it? Is that the actual title? Can we?
No, I can't get it to come
properly?
up. I'm so sorry. I cannot get it to come up.
I think that's probably the best title you could.
Now it is. Yeah,
book about
sure.
a kobold adventurer.
Yes. Yep. So, okay. All right. So Peppino would turn to you guys and say, I can, if you've got 10 minutes, I can figure out if there's anything magical in here.
He would say that too. He would.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm not there.
Yep. All right. Guys, give me like 10 minutes, okay?
Wow, no.
Nice.
That is fucking good.
Well,
That is some high quality Peppino.
Nice for real.
I feel
told
like
you, it's
I feel
essentially-
like he's here.
He's here.
Wow. Okay.
I'm working on it, okay?
Whew, that's good. Okay.
Okay. All right. So he rolls up his sleeves. Bead of sweat starts before he even gets working. And
Of course.
10 minutes later, he comes up and says, all right, guys. Well, we already knew about the disc. And, it looks like maybe those crossbow bolts over there are kind of like really well made. But other than that, I don't see anything.
Okay, sorry. Peppino's talking to me. All right. Peppino, thank you for looking.
This is my Peppino beard. There you go.
Nice. Awesome. All right. Well, I think this hourglass I can do without. I'm going to. Is this commander's seal of the assembly specific to her, or like generic? Like if someone else, do all the generals have this identical one?
I would say that. Just make a just a straight intelligence check for me to see if you remember what.
It's a natural one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't quite remember what the everyone's seals look like. You guys were only in town for a day, and you were really busy at breakfast. So, yeah.
Well, I think I will pack that in my backpack anyway.
Okay.
Let's see. I think I will take out. Put forward on the desk. So there's some interesting things in this drawer here. There's this ledger I think we should go over that has talks about all the citizens and what their business is with one another, as well as with the assembly. That might cast a little bit of light on some of the offness of the city, of the town. And here are some manifests of supplies that are outgoing and incoming. And maybe we can find a pattern or something behind these missing supplies. I think that's all I'd probably take out.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to have that extended map. That's for later, though.
Okay. Yeah. So, are you taking all the paperwork that you found, or are you just going to go ahead and take it with you?
I'm definitely going to take the extended maps with me and the seal. The ledger and manifest, I'm just going to put out on the table for now to see if everyone wants to look over it here and now to be put back after. And I think that after reading those letters between Fen and some of the higher-ups in the assembly, I'm just going to make some notes, copy some notes into a journal about that.
Okay. Locke, do you want to take any of this? Are you interested in any of this?
Just the book.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm good. We can go meet our new friend at the bar, have an ale. We can invite Greg.
Well, if Greg's going to be there. All right.
I mean.
Well, Peppino being such an intelligent person, do you think that, with your mind and Iliana and Locke's, we can just take a gander at these things, see if anything stands out to us?
Well, Iliana's downstairs, but yeah, I mean, I can take a look. So,
Iliana! I'll yell down the stairs. Hey, caw! Probably shouldn't be using her name. Caw!
I can just go fetch her. It's all right.
All right. Thank you, Locke.
Sure.
At that point, Iliana will kind of peek her head up the steps. What is it?
We found something, and you may be able to help us with it.
You found something looking through someone's stuff that's not your own.
The missing person. Clues to where she might have gone. What's really going on the Isles.
What do you need?
Well, we've found some ledgers, manifests, and I think an extra set of eyes would really help. Some of this, maybe you can understand considering your experience with being a soldier. Supply lines, things like that.
As I approach wherever he has the information laid out, so you didn't rob the person blind, did you?
Oh, there's plenty of stuff we left here.
Insight check.
I did leave plenty of stuff. I just took everything.
Insight check.
Deception check.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's only a 7.
I've rolled an 8, but let me see what my deception is. Oh, it's +5. Okay, yeah, so 13.
She's so skeptical.
It's-
Okay. What am I looking at?
Oh, well, I thought perhaps you could, with your keen mind and locks, and Peppino, of course. Here we have. Oh, where'd my notes go? And I'm just going to spread out the manifests of supplies that are ledgers of incoming and outgoing goods, shipments, as well as a ledger that discusses the residents, what their business is, how much they owe the assembly, and sort of what their business relationships are with one another. I just want to see if there's any dots we can connect here to shine a little more light on this mystery of the missing supplies.
Yeah, maybe we can all work together.
All right.
Maybe Greg could help, or...
Well, I don't know if this is Greg's sort of thing. He,
Sure.
yeah.
Well, I have a
Yeah,
rough idea.
he's got other things to do.
Oh, I'm sure.
Send him ahead to the pub.
Well, if there's any complicated math, we'll get Guillermo.
Right.
I mean, that's what he's there for.
I'll start sort of breaking down my thoughts on it. If someone,
Okay.
If I can pick someone's brain.
Sure. Are you guys just sort of all helping each other? If so, since there are 4 of you, I'll let 2 of you make. I'll let 2 of you make investigation checks with advantage.
I'm gonna dibs one of those, if
Okay.
that's cool with
All right.
everybody anyway.
And have more than a +3 in advance, or more than a +0 in investigation.
Peppino, I believe, does, but let me just triple check. Unless, Locke, you want to take it.
Then I will support.
Yeah, I think that's an intelligence skill, so...
It's yeah. Come on.
My highest was only a 14, and it's only because I have a good modifier. The rolls are not good.
Oh yeah. He's got it. Yeah. Okay. So he rolled an 11, so he had a 16. Okay.
Does he get advantage?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, he does. Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh, and that, no joke, was a nat 20. So
Nice.
25.
Thank you, Locke.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay. Woo, that was a good call. Okay. So, as you guys are looking through it, Peppino's like, okay, well, it looks like here, I can tell you their biggest exports are fishing, the pigs, right? And iron. It looks like there's iron in the bog north of the city. And they're doing a lot of mining of the iron and some smithy work. It also looks like if everyone wasn't related before they moved here, they're kind of, becoming interrelated at this point in terms of the families. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
see.
everyone's, there's a lot of arrows pointing to other arrows kind of things.
Love is in the air.
Mm-hmm. And
Slim pickings, anyway.
It happens.
Yeah, you can't judge. Wait, I'm not
Yeah.
there. I'm talking.
no.
This is so our precious
sorry,
Derek.
Derek.
was with
Oh,
Derek would
Just
love
let
this
Steven play Peppino.
Yeah, there you go.
Can I
You can play
can I note
Guillermo.
something really quickly?
Yeah, of course
Just
you
to
can.
give that I missed that whole conversation about Jefferson last time. I am so sad.
I know.
I know.
I very much appreciated Iliana and Locke fighting for what's right, and even Linnet came around there. But you, Peppino, were a little bit Jeffersonian.
No.
Okay, please, I
Trying to keep the
interrupted,
peace.
but I was I'm still trying to get over this cough, and I about died watching that. It was just hilarious.
Awesome.
It was wonderful. Okay,
I couldn't.
I couldn't share my delight with you in the moment, and it felt right to interrupt and ruin this entire scene.
Sure.
To do it now.
Perfect. So for the sake of brevity, and because my Peppino isn't as good as Emilio's, he
No, it's pretty awesome. Yeah.
pretty well, we'll just remind him of that next week. Pretty much he will tell you that the majority of people here, with the exception of the blacksmith, all owe money of some sort, and it looks like several years' wages worth to the assembly. So they're all sort of working off that debt. And the majority of them are listed as either they're fishermen, they're miners in the bog to get the iron ingots. There are a few that, work around town. And of course, like the Balthazars and things, but that's really about it. That's what this town is here for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything that, never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't get
sure?
the roll. Yeah. It was Peppino that got the 20, not me.
Oh, no. That's okay. Ask me if there was anything else, because the 25 is a lot, and I don't want to sit here for 30 minutes and just read
all the things.
pages of very boring notes that Victoria has.
Let's do it. No, yeah, but do it as Peppino.
Nice. That's what I've discovered.
Do it as Guillermo.
Yes. Oh man!
I think I was just wondering if there were any correlations between, since we can see what all the shipments are. Is it like all the iron that's being taken? Is there any the contents? Are they the same that are getting stolen? And do they tie with any particular family or people in the city?
No, I would say it looks like it's either random or it's just whatever shipments are larger, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
It looks like they're not discerning whether the shipment is coming from Jerasa to Vadras to Jerasa, either of those out further into the islands. It seems like it's just larger shipments that are getting picked off.
Okay.
Probably with the 25, you guys probably talk through that it's, the larger shipments move more slowly, have a better reward, risk reward benefit.
Nice. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's fine deductive work.
I've done a little bit of everything, so.
Well, it shows, Peppino. Fine work. Thank you, Iliana and Locke, most certainly, for your input. Invaluable. All right, who's ready for that drink and some bacon?
I think I am. I want to find out why this town didn't come and talk to us when I was banging at the door, so.
Right.
Good point.
Suspicious.
All right, let's go.
I will follow Iliana.
All right.
Iliana's marching out.
Okay. So you guys you're heading back to the Nail and Crow, which is essentially like kitty corner. Is that correct?
Where we were before, right?
Yes, the Nail
Yeah, it
and
was
Crow.
pretty much right.
There's only the
Bingo.
one. Yeah, there's only the one. One option. It's the one bar, and you're staying upstairs. So, okay.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
So even before you approach, you notice that the noise that's coming from it is it's clearly lively. The lights are on. You can hear the the din even before you get to the door. And as you enter the Nail and the Crow, it is now at this point standing room only. Not that it was very large before, but the 4 tables are absolutely taken up. The chairs at the bar are taken up. There are people sitting on the stairs up to your rooms, and there are people standing around, having drinks. I would say, just in general, with everybody's like passive, you would probably notice that there is one larger gentleman in the corner, dark hair. He's got like smears of black on him, sleeves rolled up, and he almost looks like he's holding court amongst some of the people that are there. So a lot of people are sort of in rapture of what he's talking about. And you also notice that there is a human man at the bar in the same clothes as Balin was, and with similar features as Balin, but as it's a human man with like striking red hair. Yeah. And you see Nan just sort of like, she's behind the bar, and as people are ordering drinks, she's sort of handing it to the closest person in there, handing it back. So it's sort of she's handling it by herself.
Gotcha. Well, this place got busy.
Changed from this morning, that's for sure. Iliana's gonna go over and just kind of listen, just kind of step closer to the man talking that people are listening to.
Okay.
I'll follow.
All right. So you guys, as you approach, you know, that you hear like this roar of like laughter. He clearly just finished telling a joke of some sort, and he takes a big swig of ale and notices the two of you approaching. Locke, are you approaching as well? Okay. All right. So the four of you approaching for ease. And he says, I see we have some visitors. Welcome, friends. How can we help you?
Well, I was just wondering why the crowd was gathering. I was hoping to hear some stories. Looked like they were listening to you.
Oh, well, you know, just passing the time with an ale before we have to hit the hay and do it all over again.
Gotcha. What you do in the town?
Oh, me? I'm the smith, the blacksmith here.
Well, I am. My name is Iliana. Me and my friends are just passing through.
All right,
Lennox
Silas.
the name.
Lennox, good to meet you. And you, sir?
I am Locke. Pleasure to meet you all.
And
Actually, come from a fishing village, so I'm curious to chat you up a little bit about your angling techniques. I'm a bit of an expert myself.
Oh, well, then you'll need to talk to Hunter over there. And he kind of points to a gentleman that's like one table away who, you know, you recognize very clearly as someone who is probably, you know, has grown up fishing. Yeah.
Yep, I recognize the tan and the look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. The windswept hair and then as you finish that, Peppino comes around your corner. Peppino Puccinelli, I'm here at your service. Well, folks, enjoy yourselves. Sorry there isn't a seat available. It, you know, fills up pretty quickly in the evening, but
I have to say, this is the liveliest I've seen in this town since we've been here since early this morning.
Oh, well, we work hard, we play hard. What can I say?
Understandable. Well, how is life in the town? How long have you lived here?
Oh, I've been here since the beginning, so almost 2 years at this point. And it's, you know, it's life on the edges of wilderness. It's hard, but it's good, honest work.
Absolutely. I know the lady was telling us earlier that there have been some people gone missing.
Oh, yeah. You know, some of the merchants trying to move the supply lines between us and Jerasa. You know, it's common from where I was originally from. It's common here. It happens. People take advantage. Who knows if it's the natives or some of our own people from Jerasa, but it's something you have to deal with when you're out here.
When you're living on the edge, it's can't really be promised tomorrow, can you?
No, you can't. Mm-mm.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you're
Please
so
don't let
welcome.
us get in the way of your storytelling or
Oh no,
talking.
I'd tell you to pull up a chair, but obviously none are available. But
I'm
grab
used
an
to
ale
standing.
and
Absolutely.
join us.
You know what? Just to back up your work hard, play hard mentality. Drinks are next round's on me for everyone.
Oh, and you hear this like, you know, loud cheer and, you know, glasses are raised and Nan kind of like looks at you and nods and says, okay. So and she starts pulling out, you know, the round for everybody. And
what do I owe Nan? I'm going to go slip her some money.
let me look. I'm trying to see how many people are in the bar.
You're a bartender. She's by herself. Go help.
Actually, Iliana's going
Fair
to go
point.
towards Nan and offer a hand if she wants it.
Oh, yes, dear. That would be fantastic. Let me just throw them up. They'll to whomever. They don't, if they give you any trouble for what you're handing them, you just remind them it's free, okay? And she just
Absolutely.
starts throwing ales up.
Okay,
Nice.
I will help her pass out some ales.
Okay, all right. And she turns to you, Lennox, and says, 5 gold for the lot. That'll cover it.
Certainly, I'll give her 6.
All right. Oh, thank you. That was generous.
Of course.
Appreciate it. Can I get you guys anything else? I know you just had the bacon earlier.
Oh, well, maybe a kiss for my contribution here tonight. I'll kind of lean my
She
cheek
kind
in.
of gives you make a persuasion check.
Is Iliana still close to the bar at this time?
Yeah, I mean, there's nowhere that's really far away from
I'm
the bar
going
because it's
to
pretty
give him like just a quick kind of like kick in the leg. Not enough to knock him down, but just enough to and then just kind of
Oh, all right, or I can help. I can help. I only rolled an 8 anyway, so I'll
Okay,
take
all
some.
right. Well, she gives Iliana a wink, and she'll blow Lennox a kiss and say,
Oh.
"You got to earn it for a little bit more than that."
Nice.
that's right.
Awesome. I'll start helping out and chit-chatting as I pass out drinks as well.
Okay, all right.
There's no music or entertainment here, is there?
You see one person that has what looks like just a small little like lap harp in the corner that's sort of plucking it away. But that's really all that's going on right now. He doesn't have like a cup out or anything. He's clearly just playing music because that's what he enjoys to do in the evening.
Okay. I'm going to go over to him
Okay.
and pull up my loot. And do you know any good drinking songs? I know like 100.
I thought I do. What else would I do if I was here? Well, you wanna play?
Perfect. Let's play together. I've got my loot.
Oh, fantastic. You start. I'll follow.
All right.
All right.
And he'll jump right in with a very bawdy tune.
All right.
To do with fishermen, too.
Okay.
That he learned from home.
Okay, fantastic. Will you make a performance check for me, please?
Sure.
You've got this lock.
23.
Whew.
23. All right. So everyone in the tavern does sort of, it went from being background music to the center of attention, and everyone sort of pays attention. You start hearing, pounding on the table and, roars of encouragement as you guys go through your rowdy tune.
Hooray.
Hooray! Hooray.
I'm not putting in a cup or anything. I'm just entertaining.
Okay.
And because he likes that. It's fun for him.
All right. Wonderful.
So I'm stomping my foot to the tune and trying to, extra rile people up, get everyone in a good mood. I'm just going to ponder where our good friend Derik and good friend Elxaris is. Maybe I'll look out the window or something, see if I spot any of her friends out down the way.
Okay, make a perception check.
I don't think this is a good bonus. Yeah, but 15 in total.
15. Okay. No, you don't see, occasionally see the wayward person passing by, but you get the feeling after looking at the ledgers that the majority of the like hard laborers are here, and everybody else is probably at home at this hour. So, they're all here for a drink before
Gotcha.
they, head home. And,
Okay.
But no sign of your friend. Yeah.
I'll pat Locke on the back. Well done, friend, as he's doing the song. I'll be looking for Iliana, I think. See if she's dancing or if she's just...
Oh no, Iliana's helping.
Okay. Seeing that, I'll get back to helping. I'll be like, oh, right.
Right. Okay. So, unless you guys had anything else to do, it would probably be, a couple hours later, and everyone starts filtering out for the evening, heading home. They've got an early morning of work tomorrow, so it slowly but surely is like there are one or two people just sort of like sitting around. Hunter is one of the last ones that's waiting around, but slowing down. And Man says, "Oh, thank you both for all of your help, and thank you, Locke, for playing. I really appreciate it."
Oh, absolutely, my pleasure.
Wow, it's we have such good musicians here already, but it's lovely to have an accompaniment, especially one as talented as you.
Thank you so much. You made my night.
Are you sure you don't need any help with anything else? Everything good here?
Oh no, everything's great. In fact, and she will pull out 3 gold and pass one to each of you. Thank you so much for the help tonight. Oh. Really, they stayed a little bit longer than normal, so we did well tonight.
Well, I can't take this, Nan. Here, I'll slide it back. I'll be like, but if if I can convince you to, maybe just a little peck on the cheek here.
She gives you a look of, incredulous. Like,
you don't have to, lass.
I'm just kidding, Nan. You have yourself a good night, but I can't take the gold.
No. All right. Well, your next meal is on me, so come down for breakfast and
thank you.
I'll get you taken care of. Yeah. All right. She cleans up and hands another drink to your non-Triton friend that's still at the bar drinking.
I forgot he was there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hang back and see if Iliana and Locke stop to talk to him or not.
Locke's actually going to go talk to Hunter.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Who's at the bar again, Victoria?
So it looks like there's one fisherman left, and then there is the human man with the red hair that has the similar features to Balon. Yeah. Okay. And the same clothes, yeah. And you notice that he ducked out a couple of times throughout the evening, but kept coming back in, taking his spot back.
I think Iliana at least is just going to catch Nan's attention.
Okay.
Do you have any churches here in the town? I didn't notice when I was walking through.
Oh, not yet. I mean, they've framed one out, but so far, not yet. It hasn't been a priority.
Absolutely. Could you point in the direction where the frame is?
Oh, of course. You're going to head over this way, and she points you around, and you notice that you'll have to go either across the bridge or all the way around the sort of the bay to get over to the frame. Yeah.
Thank you, lass. I might stop by there in the morning.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you again for the help.
Absolutely. I will just head upstairs.
Okay. All right.
I'll pull up a seat next to what's his name.
Okay. Great. So while you pull up a seat next to the human version of Balin, Locke, you approach Hunter. Pull up a chair.
Yep, we'll pull up a chair. Hello, Hunter. I've heard you're the fisherman to talk to around these parts. I'd like to pick your brain a little bit.
Sure. What about?
I grew up in a fishing village. Experienced fisherman myself. I've done a little bit along the coast. Do you have any tips? Is there anything I should look out for or be wary of in the area?
Oh, in terms of fishing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or on the water.
I mean, there are some unique species that are out here, but and there are merfolk if you go down, far enough west. But in this particular area, it's it's quite calm. It's a good spot for for this kind of work.
Right, of course, yes. Just like home. Quiet areas, best for fishing, certainly.
Yeah, well, can't complain.
Of course not. So you're out on the water all day, come back at night, relax a bit, and do it all again tomorrow, right?
Such is the life, friend.
Yeah, that's actually why I left. I can always go back to it. Fish will always be there for me. I wanted something a little more.
Sure,
But here, gosh, there's so much to see, so many legends of the area.
yes, well, I came because it wasn't home, and at least it's warm all year round.
Oh, that is nice, yes. I'm just going to kind of make small talk with him for a while.
Okay, great. So he'll, reciprocate in kind, seeing that you are someone who has, you're not just like bullshitting him. You actually have.
No, I'll show him my old leather boots, my tackle,
yeah.
everything.
You guys have a nice conversation.
Talk to him about techniques, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Locke is genuinely curious about how they do things here compared to what he knows.
Okay, yeah. I would say in the course of the conversation, you kind of get the ideas of some of the subtle differences that he's sort of learned living in like a tropical area versus, where he was. And he was also from Brasserel. He was a little bit further north where it's a little snowier, so the seasons were a little different. But, yeah. And while you have that conversation, Lennox, you sit down next to Balin at the bar.
Good evening, friend. Can I buy you a drink?
Sure, why not?
Do I hear anything in his voice that sounds similar to Balin?
Yeah, it sounds very similar. You don't even have to roll for that, yeah.
Nice. So I'm just going to try and make some small talk and have open-ended questions, enough generic enough questions to get a rough idea of what he might be doing here, if he has some intent for the night.
Okay, make a persuasion check for me. Okay. He will be, I will say that based on your interaction with him earlier, he's not short with you, but the answers are pretty short.
Okay, I only got an 11 anyway.
An 11. Okay, you get the idea that, he, technical difficulties. It's okay. All right. You get the idea that he is intending to go back to Jerasa, probably first thing in the morning. He doesn't have a room for the night, but he's going to figure out somewhere to stay and head back to Jerasa so he can get a hold of someone at the assembly and tell them what happened to him.
Non, I'll kind of see if I can wave her down.
Oh, yeah, yes, dear.
Oh,
yes.
Sorry to bother you. I just wanted to see if we had any extra rooms here for the night. Any vacancies?
You took all 3 that I have.
Oh, right. That's right. This man's tab is mine for the night. Whatever he wants to get to. Within reason, I'll sort of say to the pseudo Balin.
Okay.
Son me, let's... I did him a slight. I want to make that right with him.
Okay. He kind of gives you a look, kind of like he's, eyeing you, and then nods and says, "Thank you, friend. It won't be much. It's got to be an early morning."
Fair enough. Well, safe travels to you then, and I'll get up to head out or to bed.
Okay. All right. Peppino will have already headed up to bed, needing his 14 hours of beauty rest. So he is already curled up, all cute-like in the one room that has the double beds. Yeah, very sweet. He's so cozy.
You gotta take. Wait, are he and I in the same room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
there
gonna
were 3.
Appreciate that for a minute.
Yeah. He figured since you guys were already room buddies. So, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, snug as a bug. Okay. All right. And Locke, are you going to stay down till Hunter Besides, he has
Yeah, I'll
phones.
sit and chat with him as
Okay.
long as, I don't want to keep him too late because I know he's
Okay.
got an early morning, but
Yeah.
he'll be happy to chat him up. It's already given me some good information. But I do have a pointed question. Well, Hunter, really appreciate the information and a pleasure chatting with you. I was a bit curious about something a bit more specific. A couple of friends of mine, we came in with sort of disappeared along the beach, and I'll briefly describe where we found their tracks and where they went to.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
when we lost them. Is there anything around there where they could have a cave or something where they would have went into that we lost track of them? Is there any dangers around there?
Oh, dangers. I mean, you're kind of on the edge of, civilization out here. There's always dangers.
Sure.
You know how it is on a rocky coast. There are all sorts of little caves and crevices and all sorts of things that you can get yourself in. I mean, yeah. I mean, there are all sorts of places that they could have wandered off to.
Okay, I think we may, since I didn't see them here tonight, if they don't turn up in the morning, I think we'll go searching for them again. And I will briefly describe both of them.
Okay.
And just say, if you see them, please let them know I'm looking for them if you can.
Sure. I'll spread the word around. Let people know you're looking for them.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I appreciate the conversation. It's been a nice change of pace.
Absolutely. Yes. Pleasure chatting with you. It's been very enlightening. But I'll let you get your rest and I'll go get mine. Good night.
Good evening. All right. And he will pay up and leave just about as soon as you finish up. So. Okay.
Cool. Locke will go up to the room and get some rest.
Okay. Wonderful. So everyone is in their rooms for the night. I'm actually going to go ahead and take our break a little bit early tonight. I know we're about 20 minutes early, but I kind of need Steven for the next part. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take our. Oh my goodness. Like he heard me. Sorry, Steven. Didn't mean to make you come back fast.
I was getting a drink. I was just coming. But yeah, no, we can break.
Okay. Okay. Oh, are you sure? We can.
Whatever you want to do. I'm
No.
down,
I just didn't want to. I didn't want to. Call on Derek when Derek wasn't here. So.
Oh no. Yeah. Derek was very nearby.
Derek is very nearby. Okay. So we're actually going to time jump a little bit, and then we'll come back to everyone's evening. Further off, a restless evening has happened in the ruins of a building, and our friend Derek makes an escape on a rather amicable horse. And as he passes a bush of Bartson's berries, he starts heading back east towards the Jerasa. So it's early morning for you, Derek. In particular, that he would be doing, thinking. Yeah.
So the horse and I both had a Bartson's berry, so I shouldn't be hungry. When I definitely wasn't crying, did I get? Am I rested or?
Yeah, you still got. You aren't like mechanically exhausted or anything. Derek is
okay.
Worn out. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. He just.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
So
tear stains, but.
Hopefully, I didn't get any on my cloak.
Yeah.
As I could always dab.
Yeah. Well, your cloak was in the corner, so you retrieved it.
Oh, I was crying while I didn't have it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
I mean, I wasn't crying.
Right, you weren't crying.
I was fine.
Yeah.
I was just fine. Okay. So what I would be thinking about is sort of any of the symbols that I saw, and especially the masks that I collected. Because as you know, masks are very commonly used on stage.
Of course, yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out like who this production was for, and what part Elxaris had in this. And I don't know if I'm supposed to not trust her or if I'm supposed to be worried about her. And those are the sort of things going on in my head.
Okay. Could you make for me a history check, please, as you think about...
You're putting me on the history spot. Luckily, this list is in alphabetical order, or I'd be here a long time. Oh, the good old +0.
Yeah.
A 2.
A 2, yeah.
Derik, not known for his knowledge of history.
Yeah, I mean, your his background in in the theater. It's interesting. He doesn't really remember stone masks being used, but maybe he thinks that it's an interesting medium that he could use in the future that no one's really thought of yet. Strange new world.
The stone quality, it's like a real surrealist production.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really bring something to life. Yeah. So he gets a little bit distracted from, thinking about what they might be and starts thinking about what they could possibly be for him in the future. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And all right. And so as he makes his way back towards Jerasa as the sun comes up, now we will go ahead and take our 10-minute bio break. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry for the little.
No, I'm sorry. I just I didn't know if you were far away or not. So
no, I got more. I got up and got more coffee, and then I was like, I should really have more water. And then I went back over and had more water, and then I heard you say my name, and I said, "No, I'll grab that." So,
Nice.
Sorry. That's okay. Nice and casual. So.
Okay. Yeah. So we are breaking for reals.
We are actually going to break now. So we'll take our 10-minute.
Are you sure?
Break.
Maybe we could do another little scene.
Ooh. You know what?
I think
Pepino wanted to do a rap battle before he went to bed.
Oh,
but,
is that something he does?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You got to ask next time you see him.
Well, I hope to see him soon. Yeah. Okay. All right. Happy break, everybody.
Guys.
Thank you. Our audio is going to be live during it. I'm going to put up the video with the music and stuff, but just so players know, our audio will be live.
Okay.
My mute will be live. Okay.
Thanks.
I'm muting it now. All right.
silly like that. What up, chat? What's a dealio? How's everybody feeling tonight? Do you have any questions I could field while everyone's doing their thing? Hey, Franco. No, I don't get it. The first part does sound oddly familiar. How things go on GTA Online, don't it? And welcome back, Steve.
This look, there's a literal patches on my cloak. Man, she did a good job with that. Okay.
Yeah, she did. Okay, so it turns out the Derik Bardsson is a thing, and I've never had one.
Oh. Derik Bardsson. I feel like I need to but not, I know it's like a Derik Bardsson. If I could be like if I had like a local place that went to for brunch every week or something, I could turn it into a thing. Like, who's Derik Bardsson? Where have we been?
Yes. Gold foil chocolate milk.
The best type of chocolate milk.
It's backup chocolate milk for the chocolate milk I'm working on right now.
You do keep yourself fully stocked for the game. I do. I appreciate your foresight.
Well, yeah, I'm the kind of person that has to have multiple drinks anyway, so yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm the sort of person that gets up and wanders away, and then my DM thinks that I go back.
I do that on Tuesday nights. I wander away on Tuesday nights. But as a DM, I don't want you guys to think I'm not paying attention to you. Wouldn't that be rude? You guys are like doing something, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go.
See, if I just had enough drinks at the table, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually. I feel like
I think eventually start moving all of my stuff to make like an actual studio instead of being we're just gonna put like a little cooler up there. The one nice thing about being in a huge house with no children, you know.
you can use the space for good.
Yeah.
Because you throw kids into it, then everything's just filthy for no reason.
Everything's kids related. Oh shoot, I need more water. Okay, BRB.
Okay, I'll get more water too.
That works for me.
Nice.
The problem with finding a notebook that you really love and then buying a whole bunch of them is that they all look the same.
Oh.
So you grabbed one notebook that you think, yes, this is my D&D notebook, and then in fact it has like measurements for a kitchen remodel, and I'm like, oh no, no, that's not going to help us.
Nice.
Guess we're
Yeah.
Yep, she's remodeling the kitchen. We're all back. Okay.
Yay.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So, in the early morning hours, we have Derik, who is on his mount, heading towards Jerasa. Wow. Sorry, I wanted to get started, but then I realized I can't tweet, and
Oh, yeah, I need to redo the thing anyway.
oh, look at me. I just assumed you had already redid the tweet, so I'm just waiting for your tweet to show up on the top of my Twitter so I can retweet it. Yeah. Terrible DM. This is why I get the Sunday night slot where I'm relegated to Sunday nights.
I believe Sunday night is prime time.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Me and football, right? Okay. All right, well, I'll wait for it to show up. Okay. Okay, so we will head back to the Nail and Crow in Jerasa, and all of you headed up to your rooms for the evening. And as you do so, Iliana, you, my dear, you are having a vague sort of dream about your home, which you've had, several times since you've made it to the Isles. You see the hills surrounding your kingdom, the halls of your temple that you walked from lecture to training and back, the sounds of the clergy reverently whispering in adjacent rooms. It all seems so normal until your vision is thrust forward towards that moment when you arrived in Ikram. And immediately, as you remember the feeling of the sea breeze brush your My God, you guys, I'm so sorry. Your hair from your face, your memories are replayed almost instantly in front of you. Your time at the port city and the 7 months at sea flash by you in segments until you see yourself in the plain bed in a modest room, looking peaceful. And it's almost like you're seeing yourself in the Nail and Crow. Before you have a chance to react, you see a gauntleted hand appear above your sleeping body, and it's hovering for a few breaths before it gently rests over your heart. The hand begins to glow before a burst of light erupts from your sleeping self as gold shimmering images of the gauntlets spread out from behind you, and they're outstretched before they dissipate. The serenity of the scene fixes you in place, almost paralyzed, until you suddenly see the hovering hand forcing itself through your chest, and it makes you gasp as you wake up, heart pounding. And in the corner of the room, you see the image of an angelic figure, someone you've never seen before, but someone you feel like you've known your whole life. Their faces are chiseled. Their faces chiseled and defined. They seem to glow, and almost like you stared into the sun a little bit, and it's a negative image. It slowly fades, and you're by yourself in your room.
Want something? Is anyone still there?
You listen for a moment. You hear a soft snoring in the room next to you that you assign to probably Peppino. But other than that, nothing.
Okay. All right then. I think that Iliana would just maybe try to go back to sleep, just kind of going over things in her mind.
Okay. As she rolls over, you would probably notice that there's a very soft glow that slowly within a few minutes is dissipating from the symbol of Tworm on your shield. It eventually goes away.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think she'll probably, noticing that, scamper out of bed and just kind of maybe touch the symbol on the shield.
Okay. Yeah. She puts her hand to it, and it feels warm and comforting, but nothing feels overly changed other than that. And then the glow fades, and it's the shield she knows.
She's going to quickly turn it over to the other side. She has some engravings on the inside of the shield that no one knows about. Are they still there?
The engravings are still there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a sign. You got my attention. Just stop it, okay? Alright, I'm just going to go out and try to go back to bed. Just going to... She'll sit down and just kind of lay down, just kind of like keeping her eyes kind of trained. She turned the shield back around and like leaned it back to where it was and just kind of like watching it intently.
Okay.
As she tries to get back to sleep.
Okay. Yeah. So as it's sort of like, early hours of the morning, she watches, you watch the shield in the corner until sleep takes you, and you go back to dream of sleep. So you wake up in the morning.
Great.
Yeah. So the sun begins to rise. Does anyone wake up early? What are you guys doing in the morning?
I'm gonna get up regular time, maybe 7:30, maybe 8 if I'm pushing it. Depends on if I hear anything else going on.
Okay. Yeah, you guys wake up. You wake up and, Peppino's still curled up in the sheets, much like he, has been the last few mornings as you bunked with him. You get the idea if you,
tuck your blankie and just a little bit more Peppino since it came undone a bit.
He doesn't wake up, but he definitely snuggles in just a little bit further.
Yes.
Oh,
this is what you get for being gone, Emilio.
Yeah, I'm going to be very careful about my attendance.
Yeah. You get the idea that Peppino will wake up when you are ready for them to wake up, but until then he will stay soundly in bed.
I'm going to get some coffee downstairs.
You get up and you smell the bacon that you recognize must be from Corbin. Some bread that you recognize must be the Balthazar's. Yeah. Just a little plate of some root veggies to go with it. Nan greets you. Oh, good morning. Let me fix you up.
Nan. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, of course. I appreciate all the help last night.
Strong cup of coffee, please, and some of that bacon.
Of course, love. I'll be right back. And she throws the plate in front of you, clearly, anticipating everyone's waking up, and she'll just get you the coffee. Yeah.
Thank you. And I'll wait for my coffee to wake up.
Okay. She'll bring it out to you and say, "There you go, love. Just give me a holler if you need anything. I'm gonna be in the kitchen, getting things ready for the day."
Thank you. And I'll just do that until someone else comes down.
Okay. All right.
Locke will come bounding down the steps. Jauntily. Slide up next to Lennox. Good morning, Lennox.
Oh. Good morning there, Locke. Oh, you're so chipper. Oh.
Not yourself until you've had your coffee, right?
Right. Oh. You're bright as morning sun here. Oh, my stars.
I do my best. And Locke will pull out that book about the Kobold Adventure and start reading it.
All right. How about you, Iliana? Are you going to stay in bed for a little while?
Iliana probably will wake up around 7. And go and just completely pass the downstairs and leave. I want to go towards where the church frame is being assembled.
Okay. All right. So it takes you just a little bit to get over there. You have to cross the bridge, and you get a little bit turned around amongst the houses. But after a little while, you find a simple, 30-foot wide by 50-foot deep frame. Sorry, there is a squirrel outside my window. Squirrel! But just attached itself to the screen, so I heard scraping and sorry.
It was a little frightening.
That's okay. We get that.
Yeah. Back asleep. Okay.
Are you playing D&D in there?
Okay. All right. We're back. Okay. So about 30 feet wide, about 50 feet deep. Just the beginning frames of the foundation to what you can tell is going to be a temple at some point.
Iliana's going to go towards kind of the center of that frame.
Mm-hmm.
Is it ground? Is it dirt? Still?
It's
or is there foundation built?
It's packed earth, and then it looks like they've started laying some stones towards the back of the temple, but they haven't made their way all the way through yet.
Okay, wherever they're towards the center where there's packed dirt, Iliana's going to put down her shield, kind of harshly towards the ground, so that kind of like, because it's sharper on the bottom of it, to where it kind of like goes into the ground just a little bit.
Mhm.
With the inside facing her, and then she's going to kneel and just kind of quietly to herself. It seems like she's praying.
Wonderful. So as the early morning light starts to come up and filter through the palm trees and shine upon your shield, you pray.
And she'll stay there for like probably 20 minutes before heading back.
Okay. All right.
That's a sweet amount of time to dedicate to praying to Derik's safety. It's so nice.
All right. Well, after you pray, yeah, she thinks to herself, Derek.
Thank goodness somebody killed that guy. I'm gonna get a lot more.
She clutches the shield a little bit more tightly.
So you head back in, and by the time you make it back into the Nail and Crow, you see that Lennox and Locke have made their way down. Locke is reading a book. Lennox is gathering himself over his breakfast and coffee.
Got any more of that bacon? Good morning, Lennox.
Good morning, Iliana. I've got some of my bacon left over for you if you like. Nan's been great about heating it up.
Sounds good. Locke. Morning.
Good morning, Iliana. Have you ever read this book? And I'll show her the cover.
What was the title again?
Apparently the title is a book about the Kobold Adventure.
Oh, okay.
At least for now.
That's the subtitle, yeah.
What's on the cover again?
It's like an illustration of a kobold, and there's a fire coming out towards it, but you can't see where the fire's coming from, so very heroic.
What's it about?
Well, so far it's just about this sort of describing this kobold adventurer. Apparently, I was just sort of flipping through it, and it's got a lot of adventures in it, a bit of exploration. Thought maybe you'd heard of it. I knew you like to read.
What do you say? I do like to read. I haven't read that one, however. I've seen a couple like it, I think, back in the library, but not that one in particular. Are you enjoying it?
My favorite stories are tales of adventure. I haven't gotten very far into it. Really just started reading it this morning. While Sleepyhead here sipped his coffee and attempted to wake up and greet the morning.
Oh, look.
Better get used to getting up early, Lennox.
Oh, well, it's a necessary evil sometimes, but I avoid it when I can.
Not much sleeping in when you're adventuring, though.
Oh, I suppose not. Just take a few extra sips of coffee.
Oh, what privileged life he must have led, huh? Getting to sleep in a lot, she'd saying, Mr. Locke.
It must have been nice. From a young age, I had to get up early and help the fishermen.
I don't think I've ever slept past 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, mercy.
Well, I suppose Lennox could be a night owl. He has a look about him.
Are you a night owl, Lennox?
Oh, aye. So when most of my work was done. The night hours.
Well, do you get in any trouble at night?
Oh, trouble? Me?
I mean, we've all got in some trouble every once in a while. I mean, surely you got some stories.
Hey, well, some interesting stories for being a PI. Certainly some mistaken identities, showing up in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I've had one myself.
Oh, really?
Story for another time.
Oh. I can imagine that you have some incredible stories yourself.
Iliana's going to sit down near Linux and start eating some bacon.
Nice. I'll just share the plate with her and Locke.
Nan will bring out some more plates for everyone. Thank you again for the help. And at about this time, you guys see a small child come running in the room. He's probably no more than 8 or 9.
Peppino?
And he like...
Nah, it's not Peppino.
Sorry.
He's better dressed than Peppino.
He's got his overalls are rolled up past his knees, and he's looking around and spies Locke.
Let it rather.
Sir, and he's gonna run up to Locke. Sir, Hunter sent me to you. I was supposed to tell you that he asked around, and if anyone was taking any of the supplies, they probably were between Jerasa and Vidras, and maybe that's where your friends are.
Okay, that's fantastic information. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Oliver.
Oh, very nice to meet you. Well, for doing me such a great service, please allow me to tip you. And I'll give him 2 coppers.
Oh. And he's just going to stare at you for a minute and say, okay.
That's all yours.
And then run out. And then just run out the door.
Bye.
And about this time you see Peppino make his way around the corner and sort of like a zombie just make his way to the bar and crawl up and just start eating off of one of the nearby plates.
I'll look at the kid a time or two and pass him some bacon.
Morning. What are you guys doing?
What are we doing this morning?
Well, I'm actually getting a bit concerned about our wayward companions.
Ah, yes.
Since I didn't see them doing the walk of shame or come down here this morning, I'm actually getting a bit concerned. And that's what that message was about. I was speaking to Hunter about anywhere along the rocky coast where they may have been taken or something like that since their tracks disappeared, and he confirmed that there are many such places.
Right.
It is strange that they're not around.
Yes,
I mean, it's been quiet for sure, but
right?
a little bit quieter. Yeah. Should we go looking for him again?
I think so.
I mean, were those tracks we just couldn't figure out. Maybe with a fresh set of eyes, fresh morning.
Agreed. And there may be more clues to discover today.
Right.
Maybe the gods will be on our side today. Iliana will start getting up, heading towards the door.
Oh, she wants to go now, doesn't she, Locke?
She does, yes.
All right, and I'll guzzle the
You
rest
guys
of
gonna
my
sit
coffee.
there all morning drinking your coffee?
Yes, please.
The day's waiting. Up.
Oh, all right, Iliana, all right. And I'll get up and pack up my bacon. And my ration kit.
Okay. All right. You take all the bacon.
He's really bringing home the bacon.
Nice. And I'll get up and follow Iliana.
I guess we're heading towards the beach.
All right.
Yes, that's where the tracks led. I think that'd be a good place to start.
Let's go.
Oh, the light. Oh, it burns.
Oh, man up, Linux.
Oh. But continue to follow.
Okay. All right. So the four of you head down towards the beach, and I take it you're heading back the direction that you had originally sort of looked for them and determined they probably would have gone.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and whoever is looking, go ahead and make some fresh sets of survival checks for me.
It's a 7 total.
Okay.
All
right.
20.
20.
Well,
Dirty
21.
20?
No, natural 20 plus 1.
Oh, natural 20. Okay. Okay. So you guys make your way back to the same cove where the track sort of, confused you the last time you kind of lost the trail. It's a little bit harder to follow today. Obviously, high tide has come and gone since then, but you make your way back. You're taking a look, and when you come back, you notice that where yesterday it was a cove that was just solid rock all the way across in the cliff. Today there's actually like a passage that looks like it switches back up to the road. And it's pretty obvious that it's there. So
how the hell did I miss this? There's a bloody passage in here.
I was getting a little late yesterday. I'm probably just tired. Don't feel bad. I'll give him a reassuring pat on the shoulder.
Nice.
Well, I mean, we have thought they'd just gone off together, so we haven't really tried that hard, but at this point...
I wasn't trying yesterday, that's for sure. I'm obviously not trying this morning, so go.
My feelings.
We're a little more worried today. Well, it leads up somewhere. Back up to the track. I suppose we should go up.
I agree. Peppino, do you want to send Guillermo up?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll take Peppino out. Send him up. He'll fly around.
Does Guillermo die or does he come back?
No, he doesn't immediately die.
Anti-aircraft fire, look out!
Can we eat him if he does?
Okay. All right.
I mean, I think that'd be the responsible thing to do.
Yeah.
It's survival.
That's right.
He will report back to Peppino as necessary. All right. But you see a small orange owl flying above head. All right. So as you guys make your way, I take it you're taking that path up, right? So it looks like it's actually been carved through the stone to make your way back up. And as you guys emerge, you come up on the trail. And it's pretty obvious to tell that this is actually the trail that you guys took in between Jerasa and Jerasa. So if you head, looking at the sky, you can tell that you can either head back west, back towards Jerasa, or you can head towards Jerasa. But this is like it's just like a shortcut from the beach up to this trail, and you're probably about an hour out from Jerasa at this point. Like it's that much of a cut through. Yeah.
Oh, I feel like all this was for nothing.
Can we see any? So the trail's just stopped, Victoria.
You
we
can make.
Following.
You can go ahead and make a because this trail has led up to the main road, so you can make a survival check to see if you can tell where those tracks went.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
The
try and
different
just
dice this
assist
time.
someone. Yeah.
Well, that's a 15 total.
Okay, I would say with a 15, you can tell that.
Lock at a 20.
We're and a 20. All right.
Gives me a 22.
Okay, so with a 15 and a 22. So the 15, you can tell that the horse You can tell distinctly that there were horses that went through here as well. And they look like they veered off back towards Jerasa. And Locke, you can tell that definitely the horses went off towards Jerasa, and that and you can tell where your donkeys came through a couple days ago, and you can tell like the difference between the two. And you're looking at it and you're thinking that it probably is no more, the trail that you're following is probably no more than 12 to 15 hours old. So.
Okay. All right. Well, we're not right behind them, but we're definitely headed the right way. Let's keep following this.
I agree.
All right.
Go ahead.
Nope. Lennox was just
I
thinking.
think
Sorry.
we're just following the trail to Jerasa.
Okay. All right. So I would say it's probably about mid to late morning. And the four of you are cresting over a hill, and Peppino says, "Guys, wait."
Yes.
What is it?
Guillermo says he sees something. Hold on.
All right.
Is the bird speaking to you?
Obviously. What else would he be doing? Duh. It's a single rider. We're in the corner.
Did I hear a squawk or any kind of sound from the bird in reply to him, Victoria, or was he just, or was there nothing?
Make a perception check.
That is a 16.
16? No squawks, no noises, no.
Does the rider have perfectly coiffed hair?
Guillermo, can you get in a little bit closer? Let's take a look. Hold on. Nobody has a cloak.
Does it billow?
I think it's billowing.
Maybe our friends have returned?
Maybe met them on the road back. Cute.
Well, I'm going to go hide over here while you greet them. Just in case it's not who we think it is, we'll have a little bit of element of surprise.
Happy to.
Let's be hiding
Peppino will
buddies,
stay in the
so-
road. All right. So Peppino will stay in the road. You two are hiding? Okay, go ahead and make it stealth checks if you'd like. Iliana?
Oh my gosh, it's terrible.
Wait, so what do we see?
So Peppino is telling you that Guillermo saw a single rider approaching from the direction of the.
And Peppino's
the
just
east heading
standing
west.
there. Peppino's just standing there.
Prepared.
I'm going to
Yeah.
stand there with Peppino.
Okay. All right.
Kind of like not in the middle of the road, if I can stand off to the side.
Sure. Okay. All right. So we've got Iliana standing just off to the side. Peppino standing in the middle, confidently in the middle of the
You
road.
might want to get off the road a bit. We're not wanting, it might not be
Come
someone
on.
that we want to threaten.
No. Look, it's better to be open and straightforward. All right. And can I get the stealth checks from the two of you, please?
Go ahead, Locke.
A mighty 9.
Oh,
Ooh.
an incredible 7.
All right.
We're garbage.
As you two crash into the bushes next to you. Just as you
Get
disappear
off
into the
of me,
bushes.
Lennox.
Oh, so sorry, Locke. Oops.
Quiet, if you're wanting to hide,
God.
you hide.
Derek, you and your horse come up and around the corner, and you see a gnome figure in the middle of the road and a half-elven woman standing to the side, and you see the ass ends of two other figures that are sticking out of some bushes on the side of the road.
Nice.
How far away am I? I come around a corner. How close am I?
Oh, you're probably about 30, 40 feet from them.
Oh, really close.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very close.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can we tell it's Derek, Victoria?
Or do they see me yet?
They see that it's you. I would say because you're on horseback, you probably would be able to recognize them before they would recognize you.
I'd be like, okay. Oh, thank goodness I found you. Were you in trouble?
Oh, Derik.
Derek, we were the ones that have been looking for you.
You have.
Where
Where's
have
the
you
Cyclops?
been?
Where's the Cyclops?
That's what we need to ask you. She's been gone as well.
Oh, no.
You two were together, correct?
We were together in a sense, yes.
In a
but-
sense?
I'm just clarifying
In a
your
biblical
language,
sense?
Iliana.
Are you talking scriptures, Derek, or are you saying that you were maybe with her?
We
Somewhere.
we were together physically. No,
Dear God.
we
It's
were at
really-
the beach.
You've
It
barely
was-
been with her for like 4 days now?
Actually, okay. We were accosted and taken apart. I don't know where she is.
Okay. Well, when was the last time you saw her?
We were attacked on the beach by some half orcs, and we were carried together, but we were separated, and I do not know where she went. Have you seen any? DM, there were like 3 or 4 other bandits that I saw with her, or?
So she was taken off with, there were 4 bandits total, the one that took her off and then the 3 that rode off with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then there were, I believe that you left at the camp about 7.
About 70.
7,
Yeah, there were about
7.
70 at the camp that I escaped from.
7. Okay. I hiccuped, so I wanted to make sure.
I'm being a
7.
dick.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you were being Derik and not that you misunderstood me.
All
Okay.
right, writing
All
a
right,
note.
keep going.
70 orcs at camp.
But only a few went with Elxaris. They didn't feel quite as threatened by her, clearly. But have you seen any signs of horse travel?
Yes, I have. I've been tracking them that way. Headed this way, we're actually still following those tracks.
We're following the tracks. Listen, these are some kinky people. They're into weird beast creatures and masks, and we need to get to Elxaris quickly.
Yes, agreed. Let's go.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure. Derik,
I'm
make
insightful.
Derik, either make a deception or persuasion check if you are being truthful or not. To the best of your knowledge.
Best of my knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, they're the same. I don't have a.
Mm.
Okay, I have rolled.
16.
I rolled a natural 32.
Okay.
Oh no, it's a 10. It's a 10.
Okay.
I guess the question is, what does Derik actually believe?
Right.
Okay, I have no evidence that there were 70, but there were like way more than 2.
There was more than 2, but not quite 70.
Way more than 2. A lot more than 2. And at least a few fewer than 70. I didn't have time to count. It was a dangerous situation, Iliana.
Okay, well we better go and find Elxaris. Well,
we will.
At least
but
we can.
but wait. Can I want to sense if there's anyone hiding nearby, because yeah,
Sure.
I'll say
Make a perception check.
okay.
Let's see their butts.
Geez, another 2. So I'm at 5.
Oh no, then you did not see 2 butts sticking out of the bushes. They
No butts. Okay, no ifs,
butts.
ands, or
it was
buts.
just Pepino and Iliana in the road. No lock, no line.
Okay,
Guys,
okay.
Get out of there. Just come on. You see that it's Derik. Get out of the bushes.
Through the bush. Are you sure though that it's dark?
Or if you want to stay in there together, that's fine too. I'm not going to judge.
I'll shake the bushes a little for a minute.
Iliana, something you said troubled me greatly.
Yes. Something I said. Okay.
That Jefferson might have the ability to become invisible.
I didn't say that.
Oh, you did.
No, I did not.
Oh, you definitely said. Right before I found those delicious berries, you said, maybe he can become invisible. And I thought, oh my goodness, I think she's right. And so I think he's actually with Elxaris right now.
Have you ever heard of sarcasm, Derek?
A
Do they
what
have
chasm?
Sarcasm where you're from?
I've crossed a chasm every now and then.
I'm sure you have. I don't know that if Jefferson is invisible or not, or if he can be. It was
But,
just a
so you don't
suggestion.
you don't know that he can't do it.
No, I don't know. Sure.
Oh, that's terrifying.
He could be here right now. He could have been following you, Derek.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying.
So we should watch what we say about him, because he could be right around us.
He knows he's a tool. Jefferson! Fuck you, Jefferson! Come out here and fight! Stop hiding!
Jefferson, don't come out and fight. Just stay hidden.
Wait, you're on his side now?
I'm not on his side, Derek. I just don't want to have a fight right now. I want to find our friend.
But we've been adventuring for quite some time, and we have not had a fight.
All right,
So
guys. I think that we need to just go and follow the tracks that we have in order to find Elxaris.
We should help her, but Jefferson's definitely behind this. Who else would want to capture me?
Maybe he is. Then maybe we should hurry even the faster.
And why would the one who is still be missing was the one that had intimate relationships with him? Do you think they're working together? Because I was starting to think I could trust her.
We need to go. Locke and Linux, what are you doing? Get out of the bushes.
I want to use thaumaturgy, like when he's like, Jefferson, come out here, and create some harmless tremors in the ground for like a minute.
No!
Are they? Are you guys still in the bushes?
Then I'll run out. What is it? What is it? Oh, what's making the ground shake?
Iliana, is Jefferson doing this?
We need to go.
Well, clearly, if Jefferson is shaking the very ground beneath our feet,
Well,
we need to get...
please lead the way, since you're the one that was noticing these tracks. Locke.
Yes, I'd be happy to. Sorry, I'm getting all this crap off of me. God, 7 months traveling, and the closest thing to a sexual experience I've had is Lennox grabby hands in that bush.
But they're magic grabby hands, Locke.
I've noticed.
I'm going to hit Iliana in the stomach, just like.
Oh, Iliana. Oh, what was that for?
Stop assing around.
Yes, she could be in danger. Let me find these tracks again.
Let's find her friend, and I'll crunch a piece of bacon.
Yes,
still
please,
going
the bacon
on
will
with the
definitely
bacon.
help. The bacon will definitely help, of course.
We'll mask our scent.
Iliana's just going to go where Lydic pointed that we need to go. She's just going to start walking.
I think we should follow her.
Yes.
All right, so you guys head actually back from where Derek came from. So you guys are continuing to move around the road. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And it takes a couple of hours, but you make your way back. You follow the tracks around to a spot, and Derek would he point out where he turned off the road onto?
When he left, like, the thief trail?
Yeah.
Honestly, he's probably not smart enough.
Okay. Okay. So as you guys are going, can I get a survival check from Locke? And then, Lennox, can you make an intelligence check for me with your cartographer's tools?
Ooh, juicy. All right. So be 15 plus. Gosh, I don't know what they use. Which bonus?
Oh, so in this instance, you're just doing your intelligence plus your proficiency modifier because of your...
intelligence. Right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. No, it's okay.
16.
16. Okay. All right. And what did you get, Locke?
21.
21. Okay. So I would say it's pretty easy to discern, Locke, for you that that as you guys are coming around yet another corner, Lennox, you notice just sort of some of the waypoints that on that extended map that you saw earlier, that you've got in your bag. There's actually a trail that leads off, but you look and there is no trail. It's just like overgrown shrubs. But Locke, you look at it and it looks like the shrubs aren't actually growing there. You know,
They're placed
yeah.
there.
Yeah, they sort of look like they're placed there, and that you can see that tracks go into the shrubs, but yeah.
They're hiding the entrance then.
Well, I don't understand. There should be a trail here, but it's just overgrown shrubs.
I believe these shrubs are hiding an entrance to something. I suggest you get your weapons at the ready.
Fair enough.
Okay. So if you guys push forward, you actually see that they are barricades that are created on the other side that have like shrubbery built on them.
Nice.
So, yeah. So Derek, you probably would recognize it at this point that this is where you came from this morning.
So I'm going back to where I was captured, where I was held hostage.
That is where the turnoff is. That's the turnoff that they found.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would probably stick enough.
Yeah.
This is where they held me. There could be as many as 69 men here.
69, eh?
We agreed it wasn't 70, and if there were 70, I left, and 70 minus 1.
It's a good time. Well, let's keep on the down low then, and I'll try and be as quiet as I can.
Wait.
Yes. What is it?
There are some sort of beasts in here. You have to be careful.
Well, you said that there were 69 orcs, so of course there's beasts.
They're half orcs. Don't be racist. I'm talking about actual beasts.
What type of beasts? Boars, perhaps?
Like a large... Like if a werewolf fucked an ostrich.
That sounds mighty painful. But I guess they're often in the right position with their heads on the level ground.
Oh, no!
Is there any way, and can I tell there's... Derek, how did you get out?
What?
I mean,
By...
I mean that in asking about where we can get in, and also
Oh.
I'm literally curious how you got out.
Let's ask the werewolf.
Iliana, have you not seen me in combat? Am I not proficient?
Well, you did use
Have-
your mace, yes.
Have you seen me suffer any bit of pain?
No, but you offer to others. Derek, could you just show us where you left,
Sure.
how you got out?
I simply rode down this road. There was a horse. I took it and faded a Bardson berry, and now we are friends. This horse's name is Guillermo Jr.
Oh.
It's original. Alright, well let's go
No,
around.
it's not. That's the whole point of the...
Let's go around to where you escaped then, and try to get in that way.
Okay, there could be guards nearby.
I'm gonna do a check, just look around and see if I notice anyone.
Yeah, I want to try to keep an eye out.
I created a diversion to escape.
Okay. Anyone who's looking, just make a perception check for me, please.
Excuse me.
I'll say
God, that's a 6.
Guillermo probably would make one too.
Perception. A 15 for Lennox.
I'm too caught off guard by Derek's rambling.
Okay. So between the two of you, yeah. Oh,
Can Guillermo Jr. roll?
Guillermo Jr. Well, do you have a way of communicating with Guillermo Jr.?
No, I just wondered if he sees anything with his 4.
Yeah, he can. All right. So
I'm just
horse-
jealous of Guillermo
Yeah.
getting to roll all the time.
yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay. So I think between all of you, you would notice that the path that you're on is actually a dried up riverbed. So the edges of the trail are actually about 5 foot higher than the trail that you're on, and it is, you can tell that the woods, forest, for lack of a better term, is extremely dense all the way up to the edge. And as you guys are coming up and around the next corner that Derek points out that he said, you're pretty close, there is a bit of a clearing up ahead, but you can't see very well because it is like 5 feet up ahead, like up above you.
I had to carefully navigate through these trees upon Guillermo Jr., but was able to get away. So it might be best for us to sneak back through the trees and see if we can see anything. Perhaps any guards or barnacle people or Jefferson. Mostly the last one. Oh God! This is awful.
Iliana smiles to herself as he's got Derek's little at arms that Jefferson might be invisible around him.
This is terrible.
All right, let's stealth up.
Okay, so should we dismount?
Are we on horses?
No, just me. Shall I dismount?
You should probably dismount, Derek. That's
Okay.
probably a good idea.
Okay.
Do you need a hand? Can you get off the horse by yourself?
I'm perfectly capable of getting off.
Cautious.
I will first let my cloak billow, and then I will gracefully as possible get off the horse. And then I would look at Iliana very smugly.
All right. And as you were looking smugly, can I get stealth rolls from everybody, please? Man.
Well, that was a natural 1.
Oh.
Oh,
What?
I need to roll for Pino, don't I?
Which, she does have plate armor on. So.
Yeah.
Lennox has a 7.
7.
A 9, I'm sorry.
We're the worst.
9.
Plus 3. Yeah.
Okay.
For real.
I got 8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too busy using prestidigitation to create the scent of Jefferson over near Derek. Just for a moment.
The scent of Jefferson?
As best I can recall.
I guess you did spend a lot of time together.
His musk.
Okay. Jesus. All right. Locke, what did you get?
I got a 26.
26. Okay. And I'm sorry, Derek, did you roll and I forgot your number already?
8.
8. Okay. All right. So you guys are as quietly as you can moving ahead in the dense forest, and you come up to about the edge, and what you see is off of the riverbed path is another secondary path, and up on just a little slight bit of a hill there is a what looks like a ruined cottage. The first half of it is just the walls are completely crumbled down, anywhere from like 2 to 4 feet high, but most of it is just completely crumbled. And then there's a secondary building that's attached to it that looks like it doesn't have a roof, but the walls are about 6 foot high all the way around. And can you guys make a perception check for me for anything else?
Oh, another 8.
That is a 15?
Oh,
15?
Yes.
Just a 9 for Lennox.
16.
I didn't add to mine. Mine's an 11.
total.
Oh, an 11. Okay. Okay. So Derek, you see the two bandits that were that you left behind, that you had kind of like led astray, are back.
No, I'm sorry. The ones that I had knocked unconscious harmlessly.
Yes, have
Okay.
woken up and are back awake at the fire.
The one that I snuck up behind and I choked them out.
Yes,
Actually,
exactly.
one in each arm, I believe, is how it
Yes.
went down. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Right.
So there's two.
Yeah, there are two, and they're both of them have the stone masks on them.
Oh no.
And they're about, human sized. And then Locke and Iliana, you notice that there is a third that's on the corner of the furthest edge of the ruined building. It's probably about, like Peppino size, maybe. Again, with the stone carved mask over their face, and they're just sitting there with a crossbow.
I'm sorry. Do they have anything else interesting that they're wearing that signifies? Like, are they wearing any sort of the same clothing, or are they just look like outlaws? Or
in terms of their clothing, it's all just pretty standard traveler's clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have an idea, and I will pull out my two masks. We can approach. And then I said, "Not you, Iliana. Your hair is too glowy." And then I'd look at Linux and be like, "No, you're too horny." And then
In a couple of ways.
And then I would hand the other one to Locke, like, we should approach. And Iliana and I almost called him Dan. And also, I really meant to make fun of Iliana for forgetting which character she was for a brief moment last week.
Twice. Kind of.
It's pretty. I wanted to. Anyway, and I'll just say, so I'll just sort of really confidently just say, "Follow me," and then start walking out, hoping Locke is coming along with a mask on.
I was hiding. You... Oh, fine. All right.
Are you sure?
Moron. Oh well. If I'm gonna pretend to be somebody, probably good idea it was me. So yeah, I'll chuck the mask on and walk forward with him.
Okay. So we would step through the bushes and walk not stealthily toward the group, and I would say, Jefferson sent us to replace you. You're free to move on for the night. Jefferson said that we have this now. Jefferson, the one who's in charge of us. Jefferson. Yeah, it was Jefferson.
Okay. Okay. Make a persuasion check. Locke, are you doing anything at this point?
Just being sexy.
Regretting? Yeah.
Yeah, regretting my decision. Wishing I hadn't done this. It seems stupid. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the crossbowmen across the way, keeping in mind that I have my crossbow handy too.
Okay.
I rolled a 19. I don't have a modifier, but
A 19. Okay. So you see the two figures at the fire stand up as soon as you start approaching, and they've got their hands on the hilts of their rapier and scimitar, and they start to, they look at you kind of funny, and they say something they reply in another language. What languages do you two speak?
I totally, hold on, let me double check. I'm pretty sure. Where is this crap? I'm trying to find it in my list here. Oh yeah, I speak Common, High Elvish, and Orcish.
Okay. And how about you, Locke?
Common, Elvish, Primordial, and Sylvan.
Okay. And Iliana and Lenik, what do you guys speak?
I don't know where to find it.
Did Lenik age? What
I
is
speak.
I don't know where to look.
Iliana
Features.
speaks Elven, Abyssal, Celestial, Common, and Sylvan.
Okay.
Where are you all finding this magic?
In
D&D
D&D
Beyond.
Beyond.
I'm in there. I don't know where.
Bottom
it
left
Oh, here it is,
hand
right
corner.
on the bottom. Okay.
Language.
I don't speak that many. Okay, Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Infernal. I thought I learned. I knew a couple more. Well, I thought
Okay.
I. Sorry.
Only 7 languages, not 8.
Only 7 languages.
Yeah. Okay. None of you recognize.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. That was a long list of languages, guys.
Oh.
I am
And they
going
kind of
to
stare at you, preparing for. Yeah.
cast on myself comprehend languages. Off in the distance. Sometimes.
What?
Okay. Is that's an action, right?
It is an action. Mhm. Is it
Okay.
okay for me to
Got
do
it.
that then? Sorry.
Yeah. Make another stealth check for me, just because you are
That's the same. That's 9.
9. Okay. 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 So you cast comprehend languages on yourself. And the two of them are standing there kind of staring at Derik and Locke, waiting for a reply.
And I'm gonna. Fuck! This was your idea. What do we do?
You're an idiot.
No,
And
don't
then-
make fun of them.
No. And Locke's gonna pull his light crossbow and take a shot at the crossbowman across the way.
Okay. All right. So can I go ahead and make that attack roll?
All right. Here we go. That's great. 12.
12. A 12 just hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice. Lucky. All right, that's nice. 10 points.
Ooh.
10 points of damage. Okay. So,
Hot.
as you see the two by the fire standing there, hands on their hilts, waiting for a reply, Locke flips out his crossbow, aims it towards the one by the ruins, takes a shot. You see that small figure take the crossbow right into the gut, double over, and I need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Yes.
Oh my gosh,
Yes!
guys. I didn't think we were going to get to it tonight. I thought...
All right, initiative. You must be right
Okay.
here.
So, this is the first battle of the Obsidian Scars, so please bear with us, because we need...
Okay.
once Dan is ready to go, I'll have
Oh,
to have
yeah, let
him
me
put the
put that-
map up for me.
I can do that.
And while you're
here.
doing that, let me... So, guys, we may have to, because we are about 30 minutes out, depending on how this goes, we may have to stop part of the way through.
Okay.
So just a heads up.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So while he's doing that...
I should
I'll be
probably
over
find
with
out
that. It'll be
what
fine.
I roll for stuff. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
if Locke's gonna keep shooting like that, it can't last that long.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. Is that music still too loud?
Actually,
I
I can't hear it.
Not hearing anything.
Oh. How about now?
Nope.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
What? How
It
about now?
says you're sharing.
We'll
Nothing.
let you know when we hear something.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Still?
It definitely.
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It definitely was working earlier.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? We are going to... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to cheat. We're going to go down to this different playlist over here. Sorry, guys. See, first time using this kind of stuff.
Mhm.
We're getting there. That's right. It gives Dan a couple seconds to get everything together.
Yeah, and I'm good. Bam.
Okay. Okay. Oh shit! You were too fast. Too fast.
You know what? I'll just tweak
Damn
it for
it.
another minute. That's cool. We'll get
Okay.
it
Yeah.
perfect.
You adjust it. Well, I'm okay. I will do all the music in a second. Let me do this. I'm gonna set people up. Do you guys remember your colors I gave you?
Nope.
No. Damn it, guys. What's wrong with you?
I think maybe I'm green. Like if you asked, I would have said green, but I don't remember if you.
You're sure I'm purple.
Oh, okay. Yes, you are purple. Okay, let's see here. So I
You're
had
right.
purple.
We didn't do our roll or your roll and our guess for the inspiration die.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's we can definitely do that roll. C2 approached over here.
Let me add more things while you're trying to set it up. Sorry.
Right.
I just
No. Is approached from
So,
this field.
what do we do? Roll a d20 for that?
Okay, just roll a d20. Okay.
Wish I had that for my initiative.
Let me roll Pepino's initiative. Okay.
I only got an 8.
You got an 8. What did everyone else get? For their inspiration roll, not for their
Right.
initiative.
Right.
Yep. What do we got?
12.
12. Okay.
I rolled an 8.
An 8.
Hmm.
What'd you get, Dan?
Oh, 19.
19. Okay. Well, 19 was the closest because I rolled a 16, so you get the inspiration die, which is just a d6 for us. So
Okay.
you guys are only at level 3. So
I will set
okay, so-
aside.
so Dan and let's see here. Who else was in the Pepino was probably next to you,
Oh yeah, Pepino.
and then can you guys
Ilia-
see? Okay.
Yeah, Iliana was
Okay.
with Linux and.
Okay. Oh, you were with Lennox. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all hear the way that Locke told that guy he was stupid and then shot him? It was awesome.
There we go.
The quick draw was pretty cool, though.
I'm gonna
like-
make you. Yeah. I'll make you guys a little bit closer just so that it's easier.
He's
Okay.
sort of exasperated and just like, let's just do it.
Okay.
Screw it. Might as well get the first shot in. Because this is going to go down because I didn't get a word.
Right. That's amazing.
Oh,
We're
guys.
tricking nobody at this point.
No.
The masks at
Okay.
least make us look cool.
Wait.
Maybe make our
There they are.
enemies think twice.
Okay. All right. 25 to 20. Who do we got? Anybody?
No.
Oh, guys.
No.
Guys. Oh, wait. Pepino, what was your modifier? Friend.
Plus 13.
13 plus 13? No. No. Okay, so okay, 15 to 20. Anybody? Guys. Guys, I'm so scared for you. Okay. Okay, so
Why'd you
10 to
guys get us
15.
into this? Oh my god.
I got 14.
14. Okay.
Oh, good.
14 for Iliana. Is that all? Okay. What did he have? 12. Okay, so 13 for Pepino. Okay.
I am regretting Iliana's decision to initiate this compound. She's the leader.
Okay. 5 to 10.
I have an 8.
Ooh.
Okay.
Lennox has a 9.
7.
How many 9s? It's like the
I know.
7th, 8th, 9 tonight.
And I've rolled 2 19s tonight, so.
Oh, nice. That
Okay. 7 for Locke, we said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Call ourselves
Terribly.
the non-mighty 9.
Okay, and then okay. Oh my goodness. can't believe we're doing this. Okay.
This is a pretty little.
Oh, thanks. I've been having it. What?
In the bottom left, is that the cheese cottage that I was in?
That was. So, just as a reminder, this is the room that you were in. Here.
Okay.
And that's where you saw the thing that was what? I'm so sorry. What did you call it?
No, I didn't use any language to describe it.
It looked like an ostrich that.
Oh, yes, an ostrich that had relations with a werewolf. I knew there was something that you used to describe it. I just
that's it.
Could not remember what it was.
A reminder for this.
Where's that clip? That's what I want to show up.
Yes. Okay, so top of the initiative, you guys see a figure step out from the woods over here.
What?
Yep. And you see
Iliana didn't tell me about that.
And she you hear her yell out, get into position. And
the 66 other people come out.
Formation 69, yeah.
Okay, so these two move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, Iliana, this is.
Shut up.
Nice. I'm gonna.
And as a bonus action, she yells, "Get out here!" And you see one more person come around the corner here. Okay, and then that is her. Yeah, that is her turn. Okay.
So her is the person up in the trees, right?
Yes, right here.
Okay, and then who is the one that was shot?
That would be this little one right here.
Sweet little Tiny got shot.
Yes.
Okay, and then I didn't catch what color I am.
You are gold.
Yellow?
My friend.
Gold.
Yes.
Gold.
Yeah, yellow, gold, whatever that is. Yep.
There seem to be bad dudes close to me.
Yes, they seem to. No, they got to. She hollered at her employees, and they all ran forward on her turn.
So. Okay.
Yeah. So now you are.
I just want to understand what's going on. That's all.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. And that is her. Actually, she does have movement. I'm sorry. And she will move 5, 10, 15, 20. 25.
We probably shouldn't have sent in the escaped prisoner, should we have, Iliana? In retrospect.
Wants to go in and die. Let him die if he wants to.
All right.
So Victoria, the people that came in, the woman, is she half orc as well?
Well, she has the same stone mask on her, but she's about the size of a human. You have yet to see anyone that's about the size of a half orc yet.
Oh, okay. So these are humans. And what was it that can I see? Or maybe this is something I need to ask on my turn. But can we see like what was it that stepped out of the building that she called forth?
Nothing stepped out of the building. Oh, she moved towards the building. She cut through the woods towards the building here.
Wasn't there something that moved around?
I think they came around the outside of the building.
Yeah, there was one that came around.
Was that just another human in a mask?
It was another humanoid in a mask, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yep. Okay, all right. And then that brings us at... so she's at 20. So at 14, we have Iliana. So you are next, my dear.
Great. Absolutely wonderful. Okay. I am going to 80 feet. What color am I, Victoria? Is it blue?
You are the teal. Yeah, this tealish kind of color right here.
Okay. I am going to cast Bane as my action.
Okay.
Which I can choose up to 3 creatures of your choice. So I'm going to target the ones closest to Derik, and Locke.
Okay.
And they have to make a charisma saving throw.
You got it. Let's see here. Closest to. Let's see here. Charisma. Excuse me. Saving throws. Got it. Okay. So one is a 6 and the other one is a 9.
Okay, I think they have to beat my DC, correct? My save
That is
DC?
correct.
12.
Yeah.
Is that
12. All right. So they are both baned.
Okay. It targets up to 3. Did 3 of them?
Oh, I'm sorry. So is that one, this one, and you wanted one more?
Yes. Well, whichever one is closest. I think there's 3 surrounding.
There
3 of those
are.
guys surrounding them.
That one was a 13, 14, 15. That one's a 15.
Okay. So that one saves.
Okay.
The 2 that failed. Fails a saving throw. When they make an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
Okay, great.
The spell ends in up to 1 minute and it's concentration.
Okay, got it. Okay, just help remind me that you've got a d4 coming for you, okay?
Absolutely.
So every time, yeah.
And let me just see, is this another? Let's see. Ultimate concentration spell, that's unfortunate. Okay. Alright. Cool beans. Okay. I don't think there's anything I can do that will cost concentration as a bonus. So I will just ready myself for the next round.
Okay. Awesome. All right, that would bring us back to Peppino. Peppino, what are you doing, Peppino? Where are his spells?
Are you really thankful you get to run combat with him? Isn't that exactly what you were hoping for?
So excited. Okay. So he's going to, as an action, cast Mage Armor on himself. Cast. Okay, great.
He would too.
He would, yeah. And then he is going to direct Guillermo to come in and give the... Oh, I gotta roll for freaking Guillermo. Nope, it's a goner. Next one. Okay.
Victoria, can I make... I forgot about movement completely. Would you allow
yeah.
me to move? I want to move being, I guess, kind of a tank of sorts. I want to move over here. Let's see, what is my... Let's see, 30. These are 5 feet each, the squares?
Yep, they're 5 feet each. In the bushy areas, it takes double movement because you're in the forest. And if...
Ooh, got you.
Yeah. And if... this is normal movement, but if you get down here, it takes extra movement to get up and down because that's where the riverbed is. So right now you're okay as long as you don't go into the forest.
Okay.
You just need like a stick.
Are you allowing us to pass through one of the squares that someone else is on, or do I have to go around them?
Your allies you can move through as long as you don't end there unless you're Peppino. And then but if it's an enemy, you would have to go around them.
Okay. I am going to let me go ahead and I'm just going to move beside that one that's kind of at the above. That's the that's right there by the forest.
Oh, here?
Yeah, the one that's right, the one that's above the green. Sorry. Or, yeah, that one. I'm going to move to the right of him.
Right here?
No, let's, yeah.
That's up for us. Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
Oh, it's up
yeah,
for you?
so,
Here?
no, the other side
Sorry.
of him.
This side?
Yeah, that one right there.
Okay,
Sorry.
got it. Okay. Nope. Guys, sorry. This is our first time doing combat.
No problem.
We'll have a digital version at some point. So okay.
This is fun.
All right, and that's it.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Okay, perfect. So Peppino will do that, and then that is his action. And then he will probably just kind of, knowing that there's danger in clumping, he'll probably just move a little bit away. Okay. And that is his turn. Lennox, you are up next.
And which color am I?
You are blood red.
Ooh, juicy. Okay. And the one diagonal from Iliana with the green hoop around it, is that the woman that came out and ordered everybody around?
That is not. The woman that ordered everyone around is this one here. This is just one of the ones that got baned. It was one of the ones that was at the at the fire. Yeah.
And what's that debuff? What is that?
It's a -D4 every time they attack, right?
Or a saving throw.
Or a saving throw.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yep.
I'll yell out, Iliana, duck! And I'm going to cast Magic Missile. Going to have like a pitch black arcane glow appear around my hands with some smoky white spit swirling around in there. And it's just going to be 3 missiles of that with little smoke trailies behind them.
Awesome. So pew 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 right at that guy right there.
The boss lady, whoever it was that was ordering everyone around.
Okay, the boss. Okay, you got it.
I mean, whom I'm perceiving as the boss. Oh, that was so terrible. That's right, but I get a +1 for each, so 7 in total.
So 7 total. Okay, so you see these black arcane, magical essences go pew 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 and hit her right square in the chest, and it takes her by surprise, and she kind of narrows her eyes at you. What else you got?
I'm going to... I'm not going to move. I am just going to... That's the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. Derik, you're up next.
Okay, so the first thing I want to do is cast Shield of Faith as a bonus action. I'll do it on myself because I'm a very giving person.
Yeah.
So I'll sort of hold my shield slightly up and mutter a brief prayer, and the air will shimmer around me. And now I have a +2 AC.
Awesome.
As long as I have concentration for 10 minutes.
Perfect.
And since
All right.
I never get hit, I don't have to worry about that ever breaking.
Yeah.
And now, so if I move, is opportunity attacks, is that only when you leave the field of attack next to someone, or if I went 1 square to the north, like would that still draw it?
No, you would like 1 square closer to Iliana.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you would be okay right there because that is
Okay.
Yep, you're still within the range.
And I can melee diagonally, right? This has been so long since we've done combat.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I really thought so. Then I thought, I'll ask the stupid question. So I want to go and I want to hit that little dude, or attempt to swing my mace at that little dude that my bard friend already entered.
Oh, sure. So you're right. You want to come right here and swing at the little dude. Okay, go ahead and swing at the little dude.
Okay, swinging at a little dude. Ooh, it's even worse than I thought. Not good.
What's not good?
My roll.
No. What is the number that equals not good? 9. Okay. Yeah. So, in the middle of the fray of everybody, you swing your mace in there, but it just they just slip right out of the way. They look pretty rough, but yeah. Just
okay. So I had move, action, bonus action. I'm done.
Okay. All right. So that brings up our first bandit friend right here, who is going to take a swipe at I'm sorry, 2 swipes, right?
2 swipes.
2 swipes at Locke.
Can I do my shield as a reaction? He's within 5 feet of me, right?
Locke is not within 5 feet of you.
Where is he? Oh, he's over there. Okay.
Yeah, he's over there. Yeah. So, but I do have to get a D4 to take off of his both of his rolls. So one of them is, I didn't roll very well at all. Okay, so 9, 8, 7. Okay, so the first one is a 10 to hit. And the second one is a
Remember the D4.
13 to hit. Yep. Those are minus. One of them got a -2 and the other one got a -4. So one was a 9 to hit and the other was a 13 block.
Not gonna hit.
Neither of them hit. Okay. So he pulls out his scimitar, takes 2 slashes. You are able to shimmy out of the way. And then he is going to... No, he's going to stay right there. Okay. That brings us to Locke. What you going to do?
Well, I think first things first, I'm going to use my bonus action. And I'm going to say... Iliana, I know that's strong. That sword arm is strong. Let's see it get to work. And you're inspired.
Ooh.
That was inspirational.
And I don't know if I can do what I've got in my head. So what I would like to do is from where Locke is standing, what I'd like him to do is be able to move kind of between the guys to his north and west side.
Yeah.
And kind of move forward. He'd like to be in a position where these 2 bad guys, the little bad guy and that other bad guy, were within, let's say, a 15-foot cube of him.
Sure.
But not his allies.
Oh, very clever.
Let's see here. So that's 5, 10, yep. Yep. So I think you can get everybody but the one that just emerged around the corner.
Okay, that's what I was looking to do. All right. And so as he's kind of spinning around doing that dramatically, he will also drop his crossbow on the way, just on the ground like it was garbage. While he's spinning, he's going to kind of twist himself in his shoulders so that his handy-dandy lute swings around. He's going to hit one chord, and there's going to be an explosion of sound. Thunder wave.
Nice.
Make it all make Constitution saves.
All right. 2 of them with minus D4, right?
It's rock and roll.
All right.
Exactly.
I'll do the captain first. So the captain has, you said Constitution, right?
Yep.
Okay. So the captain had a 15.
That makes it.
Okay. That's an 11, 12, 11, 10 on the one, 10 on this one.
Nope.
Okay. The next one, oh, that's not going to make it because it's a 2 minus 3 plus 1. So no.
No.
And the last one was a natural 1. Okay, so saves, fails.
Okay.
Dang.
All right.
Whoop, whoop. Another D20 to the floor gods. Okay, what do you got?
Okay. Well, this is going to get real chaotic. Let's just deal with the damage first because it's the easiest thing to do.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's not a great roll. I mean, it's 8 points. It's okay.
8 points? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me do some math really fast. Okay. And then it's half for the bandit captain, right?
Yep.
So 4 to the bandit captain.
Wait a minute. Yeah, half as much damage.
Okay, great. As you are doing that, as a reaction, you hear the bandit captain yell, "Get up!" So this one here falls over unconscious. She yells, "Get up!"
Well, there's one more effect.
Yep, go ahead. While you're doing it, it's her reaction though, so she's interrupting you. But go ahead.
Okay. Well, I don't know if she's faster than the thunder wave, which pushes everyone who failed to save 10 feet away from me.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know if it knocks them away.
Yep, that's fine.
Oh.
Bring your little.
That was a sick attack.
And she made her save, so she does not have to move, right?
Exactly. They don't get
Okay.
pushed back.
Yep. And then, okay, so they all get pushed back except for the captain, and then the one that the small goblinoid-looking one, because now you guys can see the stone mask kind of cracked a little bit, and you can see the green skin underneath, fell unconscious. She yelled, "Get back up!" And you see them stand up. And now...
Do they stand up in a normal way? Are they like?
I mean,
lumbering
they stand. I mean, they look like they took a hit, but they
Okay.
stand back up. Yeah. Okay. What else you got for me, Locke?
That's my turn.
Okay. All right.
Well,
yeah.
that's my turn. I'm fine.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So, bandit number 2 is going to take 2 swipes at Derik with the minus for Bane. You were right there, my friend.
Haha! You can't hit me.
All right.
Is
so,
Derek within 5 feet of me, Victoria?
He is within
Can
5
I
feet of you.
Use my shield to have a disadvantage.
Yes, you may. That's probably a good thing. So is it just one, or is it both of them are at disadvantage?
It says a creature you can see attack, so just one.
So just one of them. Okay.
It says a creature. So
Oh, okay. So it's not just one attack. It's
while building a shield while building a shield, a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet. You can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
on the attack roll. Okay. We're gonna roll that. It's go ahead and do both of the attacks, and then I'll go double check it later. And
Okay.
Find these. Okay. So that saves at 17 to make it a 14, and the 12 is now a 7, making that a 6. So the first one is a 6. So the first one is a 9. The second one is a 11. 12. Sorry, it's like multiple maths, not just
Hi.
yeah. 14, 11, back to 14. Okay, so the other one is a 14.
Haha! Not touching me. Not even close.
Fantastic, because the other one was a 17. It would have been a dirty 20. So
Ooh.
Iliana. So he makes 2 swipes at you with his scimitar, and one comes like narrowly close to your face as you see sort of the shimmery shield go right in front of you and protect you and deflect. Yeah, and then they're going to stay right there. And then that brings us down to this little guy here who's going to go ahead and make a swipe at, or 2 swipes at Iliana. Oh, okay. So they're.
They're scaring me.
Yeah, I'm taking a picture of it.
Oh God.
That has never happened in my entire life.
You rolled only 6.
Wait a minute. Hang on.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to use my reaction.
Okay.
That's the little one, right?
The little one, yeah.
I'm going to say that crossbow bolt's already killed you. Now lay down and die. And I'm going to hit it with cutting words.
Cutting words. Okay,
Nice.
so that brings down. What is that? That takes down the roll, right?
Yeah, anytime they make an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll, I can do that. I get to roll a die and subtract that number from their roll.
Okay, so go ahead and do that because I rolled 2 20s, so go ahead and roll.
Well, maybe it'll
Oh
help.
God.
Yeah,
Who is this
I
one
rolled a
attacking?
5.
Iliana.
Oh, Iliana started smiling.
I rolled a 5, so 5 less.
5 less. Okay, so that's a 15 plus, so an 18 to hit.
My AC is 18.
Is 18. Okay, so that one hits, but it is no longer a crit. So, okay, so for the first one, for the regular one, I rolled a 1, so it's 2 slashing damage on the first one.
Okay.
Oh. Locke's the hero Jefferson wishes he was.
And then it's 8 slashing damage for the crit. So
Okay.
they're just little scimitars. Why couldn't I do that when I'm a player, man? Never had that happen in my life.
That's amazing.
Ooh.
All right. That one is fine. So then, so that is its turn, and then you guys see Guillermo come down and dive and start going around the bandit captain, looking like it is probably going to help you, Locke.
Okay.
Should you need help on your next turn.
Okay.
So, okay. So we have made it through one round of combat. And at the top of this round, you see the bandit, the captain bandit, yell, "Get him." Yeah. And having knocked out most of her her guys, all of these fellas move up here.
Oh, good.
And
Oh my god.
5:30.
Uh-huh. What? What?
And then yep. And they do not provoke attacks of opportunity, and that is where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Oh no! No!
We're like 3 minutes away.
Oh my god. That is horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to be living in suspense for Locke's life for the entire
Oh, no.
Whoever's doing the recap, be like, you know what? I don't care. We just need to cut to this and make sure Locke.
A lot happened, and now Locke's in danger. Here we go.
And now Locke kicks some ass, and now Locke is
Locke kicks too
fearing
much
for
ass.
my life. Oh my goodness. Oh my
Holy
goodness,
shoot.
guys. I'm sorry we have to end in the middle of combat, but you know,
It happens.
that's life. But
That
luckily,
guarantees 2 sessions with combat in a row.
it does. It does.
Ooh,
Finally, I have
yes.
had this map sitting on my
Aw.
desk since session 2. I thought for sure you guys were gonna get to it a long time ago, but that's okay. That's okay. Now we are ready to go. So
We were sipping
awesome. Well,
Bards
you
and
know.
tea. Yeah.
yeah, you were
Great.
enjoying Bardson's berries, drinking Derik Bardson's, having croissants. So
Ooh,
Yeah,
yes.
we did have
taking your sweet
croissant.
times.
Mm.
Croissant. So
Nice.
awesome. Well, players, thank you guys so much. I'm really
Yeah.
excited that we finally got to get a little combat, get a little dirty.
too.
And yeah, viewers, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight, putting up with our technical difficulties as we, you know, tried out some new things, got to combat, all that good stuff. So if you guys want to hang out with us later in the week, on Tuesday nights, our Eagle campaign is from 10 to 1. And then on Friday nights, our Drama Club campaign, Stormfall, is also from 10 to 1. And hopefully we'll see you guys all back next Sunday for the hopeful conclusion of this battle. And Emilio can come in and actually... Oh, I moved. Okay, let me retcon this right now. I moved Emilio. I will
Even
go back
he,
and watch the video.
I can see Pepino joining them. Be like, okay,
Yes.
we'll get that
Getting
one.
very distracted. I will go back and watch the video and make sure he's in the right spot. Luckily, like I said, I don't have any children, so no one's
Yeah.
going to touch it. It's literally going to sit here all week. So
Nice.
yeah,
Okay.
awesome.
Okay. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Every time you go by it, see, if I had that out in my house, my heart would stop every time I walked by.
Oh, well, I'm not worried. My people just moved. No, I'm kidding. No, you guys will be fine. I believe in you. So
Nice.
anyway, awesome, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out, and we will see you guys next Sunday. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Thank you,
All right.
Vic.
Bye, guys.
Have a great night, everyone. Bye.